Valve's new hardware just leaked. The Shanghai Major is now live in CS2 with a huge update to the renting system, and Ubisoft made a side request to Valve that we need to go over. Starting with the new CS2 update, we now have all the new Shanghai stickers. To no surprise, they are another borderless design, but have an interesting holo effect. A few of them look pretty nice, plus there's a bunch of autographs now with Chinese characters. The free pick'em system is back for all Prime players, and if you are looking to collect the new Shanghai coin or earn free souvenir packages, you would just need to pay for the souvenir pass. The new update included strings for the 2025 service medal, which we just don't have any looks at yet, but it is a warning for anyone who wants to level up the 2024 medal before it is too late. The souvenirs are staying the same this year, and it seems like Valve missed an opportunity to try out major themed keychains. This update brought a new Perfect World kit, but also Valve finished the test for their renting system. It was first introduced back in May with the Fire Sale update, as you could rent only the kilowatt case at the time. But now, Valve has added the ability to rent weapons from all previous CSGO weapon cases. This is a pretty huge change in terms of the market for old cases, as this has very little negative effect for an average CS player who collects them. It's important to know that every time someone rents an entire set of skins, whether it's a brand new gallery case or an old weapon case from 2013, it will disappear, lowering its supply for good. This change also helps Valve avoid any legal problems and go around countries that have banned case openings, as now with renting, there is an easy way to get whatever skin you like from any case, with the catch that it's only for 7 days. Now that it is the holiday season, instead of opening up cases and getting nothing, ClashGG is running a Christmas event. They are raffling away a souvenir op Dragon Lore on December 31st that's worth 40,000 gems, so make sure to enter before it's too late, as they're also giving away over 200,000 worth of skins during this holiday season. Every 30 minutes there is a new raffle for you to enter up until December 31st that you won't want to miss. For every gem you get a raffle ticket, so my favorite way to get them is through case battles. Use code WaterCS for a 5% deposit bonus and get even better chances at winning the Dragon Lore. They have free daily cases, a rain every 30 minutes, and a daily race for you to earn even more gems. When you want to withdraw, just pick from a wide range of skins and crypto. Just use code WaterCS on ClashGG today. We are in the middle of the Steam Autumn Sale, which ends December 4th. Right now, Half-Life Alyx is on sale for $20, but for every other Valve game, they are on sale for either 75 or 80% off. This is also the nomination period for the 2024 Steam Awards, which will end with the Autumn Sale on December 4th. The actual voting for the 2024 Steam Awards will be during the Winter Sale that starts on December 19th, while the actual winners will be announced on December 31st. Valve has finally pulled the plug on Steam support for Windows 7 and 8 over a year after announcing the end of support. So if you are still using these operating systems, well, you will no longer receive updates for the Steam client. Valve has tightened the rules for DLCs and season passes on the Steam store, which is overall a great thing for average players. Now, devs have to be more transparent about their plans for any seasonal passes, as the new guidelines state that they must include a complete list of all DLCs included in the pass, a basic description of the content that's included in each DLC, and the expected release date for each DLC. This is amazing for Steam users, because if game devs don't follow their promised DLC plans on time or cancel them, players will be offered a refund. It's really just another time where Valve is looking out and helping the average gamer. Just a few days ago, Valve dropped a mini update for Half-Life 2, which came with a few things like you can now keep the music playing in between level transitions for the base of Half-Life 2 without a convar. You can now see the names of workshop maps in your friends list, and a bunch of other changes, like how Valve removed collision from an underwater tube that speedrunners enjoy. Reports are going out saying Ubisoft now pressuring Steam to remove player count tracking after a historic Star Wars flop. That is all said to come from a Ubisoft insider. At the moment, there is no official news from Ubisoft themselves on their actual stance for player tracking, as it is really just third-party services which have them up now. When people usually are looking at the player counts, it's something like SteamDB or Steam Charts. There is no official word from Ubisoft, so we can't confirm exactly what was said, but it's not like Valve will care what Ubisoft has to say anyways. They just came crawling back to Steam only a few months ago. It's overall a pretty sad request from Ubisoft if they actually want Valve to remove player tracking, as one of the only reasons they would want this is because their recent projects have flopped and they can no longer lie about the numbers. This wouldn't be the only recent sad request to Valve, as US Senator Mark Warner has threatened Valve with the US federal government if they don't respond by December 13th. So we'll have to see how that situation unfolds. Valve has been busy in the meantime working on their new hardware, like the awaited Deckard and the new Steam controller too. Both went through massive leaks as their models were found in recent updates by Sadly It's Bradley. Here is the next generation Steam controller, which we can just hope Valve will have ready to release sometime soon. It overall seems like it will be a huge improvement to the first version. Now there is 2 thumbsticks instead of 1, 2 trackpads, and all the buttons are placed very similar to the Steam Deck, which is a very like design, but obviously without the screen in the middle. So the Steam controller 2 may not be that far away. This wasn't it though, as the upcoming ROY controllers for the Deckard also leaked. They have bumpers, a D-pad, thumbsticks, and grip triggers, which is overall a huge improvement to the Valve Index controllers. The Deckard has been rumored for years. It started to pop up in 2021 when Valve's adjustable head-mounted display patent was found. But now we finally get to look at the controllers years later. It's very clear just from looking at these early models that Valve is taking what's successful from their current hardware and adding it into what's next. While other companies like Microsoft and Sony are just now catching up and starting to make their own versions of the Steam Deck for their platforms, Valve is already working on their next piece of hardware. In October, a Valve patent was published for a graphical user interface based eye calibration system, so things are definitely heating up for their hardware. Are you ready for Valve's next headset, or will you be gaming with the new controller instead? It will without a doubt be an exciting year for 2025 to see what sort of reveals, teasers, and everything else Valve is planning. This was a big year for the Half-Life series as a whole. It revived the Half-Life 3 hype with HLX, and there's no denying that the next Half-Life is in the works right now, so we just shouldn't rush Valve. Deadlock is still in an early state. Valve has been making some great progress for the past few months, so could we potentially see our first official Deadlock trailer in 2025? The thing that is flying under the radar right now is Facepunch's Sandbox that is still in an early dev preview. It's the only game not made by Valve using Source 2, and the entire concept of Sandbox allows players to create their own games, maps, and modes all in one easy, simple place. They are currently working with Valve on making it so you can export these games directly onto the Steam store. It opens up the possibility and lets players explore what actually is possible with Source 2. There is currently only a few Half-Life related things you can mess around with, but I'm sure there will be a lot more once it actually releases, which Facepunch has confirmed that they won't fully release it until they have their own sandbox mode, which is in the works right now. So with Raising the Bar 2 coming out next year, it is an exciting time that you won't want to miss.